What is death? Someone said that death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. I suppose that's true, especially when concerning this story. And there are lots of stories from lots of places, many worlds with many stories. And in all of those stories is death. And in some of those stories, there is an afterlife. Someone else said, when a person dies, they only appear to die. They are still with us in more ways than we realize. And that one's not true. Sorry about that. No, because when someone dies, no matter where they die, no matter what they did, no matter who they were, they end up here, in the library, with me, or with him. Either way, they're dead. So let's see who died today and what stories they'd like to still tell. The two of you. The two of you suddenly appear in the light library again with Elle. The library here is bright and predominantly white in color, with some of the books changing colors throughout, but they're generally light looking books or like interesting looking tomes, as opposed to Lionel's library, which is all dark and dingy. This one is large, liminal, these huge awnings, an enormous window casting vibrant light across the room, and of course Elle flamboyantly sachets across the room towards you. The two of you have experienced only the portion that your characters experienced of last week.
Okay.
The briefest jump into a weird apartment with a human woman, and just a fever dream for like 2 seconds. Elle greets you as soon as you sort of appear once again. The kind of sensation of being teleported ends, and Elle says, "Oh, I didn't expect you to be back so soon."
Neither did. Where were we? Wait, hold on.
I don't remember. Somewhere weird.
Did you get your cheesecake?
Oh yeah, that's why we went.
No, we didn't get it.
Terrible.
Wait, how did you know about the cheesecake?
You
I
requested.
vaguely remember. Oh, what?
Okay, well, did you complete your task?
I have no idea. Yes.
Do we ever? I don't really know.
No, I don't think you've completed any tasks yet,
I think
have
we
you?
made a mess of the first one.
Right. Well,
what do we do about that, by the way?
You know, you keep
if
trying.
we had a mission in it. Okay. Just keep trying. Okay.
I think you're supposed to, maybe pick up the pace or something. Try harder.
Oh,
I'm not
Are
too
you saying
sure.
I have a pacing problem?
Yes.
Okay.
See last week, for an example. Well, I've got some gifts for you.
Gifts?
Oh, good. Are they worth
it a
anything? Are they
shirt?
shiny? Are they gold?
Are my tits still out? What episode is this?
I feel like you have armor on now, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I have plate armor,
Yeah.
but nothing else underneath, I guess. So I just have side boob over, and plate.
Right. Yeah,
I look great.
Yeah, I think you have you're covered up enough. Elle clicks her fingers and in front of you a bunch of things appear. Gifts. Last week you earned elixirs from the sub bar at the bottom of the screen there. When that bottom bar fills up, that's from subscribers in the channel. At the end of that, You'll either get a full heal if you're injured or you need it in some way. It will completely heal everything, so you'll get your abilities and stuff back as if you've taken a long rest. Or if you're already at full health, you'll get an elixir. So an elixir appears in front of one of you. That is a potion that will give you the benefits of a long rest. That's what it does instantly.
Grab that and put it in my. Put it on my pouch.
Right. Yep. Candle has it. You also were gifted in the week from the menu. There is a menu out there somewhere, from which people can purchase things in the week so that they can contribute. Not everyone is around exactly when this is on live, so some people want to kind of get involved in between episodes. By the way, I did think of this in the middle of the week as well. If you're watching this in like 2027, it's not going to work. I don't know what to tell you. It's only going to work week to week.
We'll probably still appreciate the support.
If the show's still going, then it will work. If the show is finished, then it won't. So it will work. But like obviously in the future, if this show is over and you're like, I'm going to give them some things, and then you get annoyed that they don't get the items the week after, that's why. It can only really work week to week. But whatever donations come in, I'm assuming they are for the amount required. We had a donation of $5 in the week from Midgirder 2077, Night City. From Night City, I'm guessing. Who purchased you a healing potion. You get one each. You get one each for that.
Yeah, thanks.
Both of you have a healing potion for that one. Again,
my tooth has been bothering me. I'll just drink that when I, have a slight pain in my tooth.
Yeah, imagine that would be the greatest thing in the world, wouldn't it? It's just liquid Tylenol or whatever. But they sort of make it out to be this like magic potion. Here, live, there are 2 bars on the left-hand side of the screen. I'm going to stop trying to point at which direction it is. Those 2 bars will randomly fill up with donations. If you'd like to donate, there are links in the chat room. There are links underneath the channel that you can use. And any donation will randomly go to one of those bars. There's a bunch of different boons on both bars, like loot boxes that will give the characters stuff. The characters have really not got enough stuff, and I'm increasing the difficulty every week, including things like CRs of monsters and things. So really we need to get to that level up at the top of one of those bars one of these weeks. Oh, that would be in so much trouble. But tips will be randomly distributed between those 2 bars. The first time it hits the bottom one on both bars, they'll get a loot box, they'll get a magic item, maybe they'll get an encounter, maybe Lancelot will show up, maybe next week we'll have a guest. I'd like it if we could have a guest next week, because I've already pre-booked them. So if we could get that. It's really hard to wrangle a guest based on, I don't know if we're going to hit a goal every week. Yeah, so
Pumpkinberry.
I'm just sort of like asking people if they would like to Schrodinger's guest on Tablestory in 2 weeks from now. It is a nightmare. It's really hard. It's hard enough to get like players to show up on time for a weekly show that they know they're in for months, let alone this. So we have next week's guest booked. We don't really, not really, but I have asked a few people, and I've begun to grab the pool. So things can happen depending on what we hit on those bars throughout the show. That's what non-canon is. That's the point of this show. We are literally about to shut the company down, so we needed to do this. We were like, we have a choice. We can run non-canon, or we can shut the company down and just go our own ways. And while me and Wack voted go our own ways, PB made us do this.
I forced everyone.
Yeah, so here we are.
To be fair, I did actually force him to do this. I was like, it has to be you.
I feel like if we were all in the same country, you and Wack would have accosted me in an alleyway with guns.
Yep.
I truly feel like I would have been grabbed off the street, shoved into an alleyway like I was in Gotham, and a gun would have been pushed to the nape of my neck, and you would have asked me politely to run this show on Fridays. Which is about as close as what happened.
You want to do that, right?
Yeah, and I show up willingly every week. Don't hurt me. That's what the show is. So thank you so much for everybody that donates both throughout the week and during the show, as well as any subs that come through. We're trying to just make sure that everything monetarily in this show contributes to something, so you feel like you get something. Every time I say donate instead of tip, I get in trouble. So just drink every time I say donate instead of tip. It's too late. I'm too old, man. I'm too old. I've been in this since 2011.
We can't switch his control scheme.
I can't change that now. I can't switch the control scheme halfway through a game. Elle is staring at the two of you because you haven't said anything for a really long time.
Yeah, we've just been out of character.
there.
Whoops.
I'm just cramming shit in my pouch.
That's right. I suppose you want us to pick a book, a new book,
Yes,
and be snappy about it.
that would be great.
How do we feel on cheesecake first and foremost? Because we didn't get any cheesecake, and we went to this weird place. I don't even really know what I was looking at when I looked out the window. There were a lot of buildings, and lots of lights at night. It was a little...
Well, when else do you need them, darling?
Cheesecake? I need cheesecake all the time.
Right. Well, there's a few options
that.
for you for cheesecake. Follow me, and Elle starts sashaying down the corridor, plucking books off of shelves at random, stacking them up. Eventually he turns around and puts the stack on the ground in front of you and says, all of these have the possibility, a high chance of cheesecake. I feel like you've had it very rough. It was quite gloomy last time. Previously you had to go and see him, so as long as you pick a book from this stack, I'm sure it'll be far less glum.
I'm going to start smelling the books to see if any of them smell particularly like cheesecake.
Okay,
All right, give me a
I was going to ask if
perception
you wanted to be the one to pick the book, because why not?
That's a 9.
A lot of the books actually do smell nice. You're getting different senses of smell from each one. One of them smells a little bit like cocoa. One of them smells a little bit like sort of like perfume and lilac. One of them smells very much like confectionery sugar. Like you get this sense of smooth chocolate, and then the sense of kind of like hard candies, and then the sense of a cheesecake off of it. As you sort of narrow in, sniffing down these books and finding the one that smells like cheesecake, and you pluck it out from the different books there, you can see that the book itself seems to actually be made from candy. The chocolate cover, the licorice spine, the pages seem to be sort of a hardened sugar glass.
That licorice is gross.
That's the one that smells like cheesecake, though.
But cocoa
I'm going to
makes me want to make a hot cocoa.
I look at Nivara, and I say, okay, look, I picked a bunch of these books, and I gotta be honest, they haven't been great. This one kind of smells like sugar. I don't know if that's cheesecake or what, but I'm not getting in trouble this time. You pick.
I picked the cocoa one.
Okay. You
Sorry.
open the book.
I now want a hot chocolate.
Yeah. And as you open the book, the two of you vanish. The air was thick with the scent of spun sugar and caramel, like the night's sweetest dream. Pale pink clouds drifted across the sky, casting rosy shadows over hills made of taffy and marshmallow meadows. Streams of glistening soda bubbled cheerfully through the landscape, winding through fields of gumdrop flowers and chocolate trees whose branches drip with thick caramel sap. This is the Candy Feywilds. If you listen closely, you could hear the faint, jolly hum of the Candy Cane Court. Somewhere beyond the horizon, a palace built from spiraling red and white candy canes and surrounded by a shimmering moat of liquid honey, the heart of the Candy Feywilds. And today, for the first time in a century, it was full of worry. Inside, the Gummy Bear King paced back and forth, his round gummy form jiggling with heavy steps. His gummy eyes were wide with concern, and his usual cheery demeanour seemed to be melting under the weight of his worry. Only a day had passed since the Gummy Queen, his sweet beloved wife, had disappeared. But in the Candy Feywilds, a day could be enough to turn something sweet forever sour.
"Oh, my dear, dear queen,"
he murmured, dabbing his gummy brow with a wafer paper handkerchief. He gazed down at the black licorice trail that twisted across the jelly bean floor. This is so hard to say. Leading to a large, bitter-looking scroll. It had been left at the scene, and it only had one line scrawled in jagged licorice ink.
"If you want her back, come and find me. I'll be waiting in the shadows where the sweetness fades."
The extra S's were added. He shuddered, clutching his crown. There was only one creature vile enough to write such a note. The licorice snake, a slithering fiend made of bitter black licorice with a heart as hard and cold as rock candy. The king turned to his tiny advisor, Sprinkles, the sugar pixie, who hovered nearby with a concerned expression, her wings spun of delicate sugar.
"Sprinkles," he began, his gummy voice trembling, "we must call for help. Send word to the bravest adventurers in the land. We need heroes. Heroes who aren't afraid to face the bitterness and bring my queen back."
Sprinkles gave a nod, her tiny face solemn as she zipped away to spread the word. And she flitted out the door. A determined glint sparkled in her sugar-dusted eyes. She knew there were adventurers who would come, drawn by the call of the Candy Feywild, and ready to face those dark places where sweetness had started to sour. And that is when you two appear in the Candy Cane Court. You are met with I guess there's a moment in this teleportation which is just a swirl of red and white, very similar to a sort of peppermint whirl. In an instant, you're standing at the heart of the Candy Cane Court, which has these towering candy cane pillars that spiral up to the ceiling, these glittering sugar crystals catching the light all around you, casting rainbows across the grand hall. The floor beneath you is smooth, polished jelly bean tiles, warm and slightly sticky, as though the entire room itself is sort of alive with candy magic. Around you, marshmallow statues of past heroes stand at attention, each holding weapons made of licorice and shields of caramel glass. The air smells like vanilla and honey mingling.
Oh my god.
With the jolly sounds of a fountain gurgling soda pop nearby. At the far end of the hall sits the Gummy Bear King, his bright gummy face drawn with worry. He is about 7 foot tall, with a crown wobbling on his head as he waves you over. Now, I requested on Discord that everyone bring candy to this, and it was not for anything other than just I feel like we should all be eating candy.
Oh, good.
That's it.
Because I've been sneaking candy early. I'm not sneaking it.
That's
you
it.
Guys
There
know
isn't. There's nothing. It's not gonna. There's no mechanical element to this. There's no reason other than I brought squashies.
Okay, can I try this?
Squashies.
I'm gonna try one of these strawberry puffs. I've never had one of these before, but they look pretty yummy. Sorry, I didn't know why I needed to tell the whole world that. Oh, they don't feel
you
good though.
brought way too many
It's like a
pieces of
like a
candy
little
with you.
marsh. It's like too squishy. It's delicious, though.
I knew you were gonna fucking say that. I have chocolate covered almonds.
Mmm.
Dark chocolate covered almonds.
Holy shit. I can't have any more of those. Holy crap.
Yeah, I probably can't eat many of these today because I was in hospital yesterday, but...
Right, here we go.
He says as he eats one.
Hey, I made it to
Sugar's
the
fine,
episode.
is it? I'll fix that.
I wrote this in a waiting room yesterday, by the way.
Oh, hey, I know that feeling.
The king, the gummy bear king, a 7-foot-tall gummy bear. You get the sense that he's sort of jolly, but he seems sad about something. And he waves you over to his giant candy throne. What do you do?
Excuse me.
This was a mistake. I thought you guys were gonna make some choice. I thought I had a minute there.
expecting the role players to, role play.
But no.
Not immediately engage the GM NPC. Oh, God.
Excuse me. Are you is there a cheesecake anywhere nearby?
Why, certainly, we can have a cheesecake. Get these heroes a cheesecake.
There's a little pixie next to him, and in a sparkle of pink, this button, she vanishes out of the room and then returns with a sort of a zip and a swift magical moment. In front of you is a chest. The top of the chest has a piece of cheesecake on it. It looks pink, it looks fluffy, it looks fresh. A slice of cheesecake with a little candy cane fork next to it on a rice sugar paper plate.
We did it! We're gonna succeed on a quest!
The king says,
What's that underneath it? You've got them something else.
the little pixie says,
What do you mean? You didn't put that there. Oh, my apologies. That must be yours.
you have unlocked a loot box from the chat room.
Nice. Thank you, chat.
Inside the loot, let's roll for it. Let's see what's in there. We didn't do this last week and I've forgotten how to use the entire thing. It was just entirely roleplay last week. A massive loot table, 1D 222. Here we go. Inside, you'll find a trident made of candy.
Candy.
Yeah, a candy cane
My
trident.
God.
A trident is a 1d6 piercing thrown versatile weapon.
Did you guys ever used to have those like pixie sticks? I'm so sorry, but now that you've said a trident made out of like candy.
Pixie sticks.
I was imagining like
yeah, it's just like powdered sugar in a thing that you would like.
And then if you even got a slightest bit of moisture on the end, it would like block it up.
Yeah. Yep.
That's everywhere. Every time the fairy vanishes and comes back,
It's just the powdered
leaving that
sugar.
stuff everywhere. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
it's all over you.
It's in the air, so I can just.
That's her sweat, dude. That's really weird. I mean, by the way, Deciduous just gift that so quickly. For anyone listening on audio, she just licked the air. So just imagine how that looks. And there's no coming back from it.
That's on the internet now. Oh, she's full of sugar. Her brain left her for a second, Chad.
Yep. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh no!
Check the gift channel on Tablestory's Discord
I refuse.
and enjoy. Wow.
Oh no.
Oh god! It's a gift that keeps on giving. Okay. Well, I'm not a big fan of, candy canes or anything. So I think you should use this, because that looks like a really big candy cane.
You're ignored by Novara. The other thing in there is
Sorry. I'm recovering from my
a breastplate.
I'm dissociated.
Another one.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Can I double up?
I think that this is made entirely of marshmallow. It's not a viable breastplate. It's just
Oh, okay.
It's just food.
Oh.
What do you have? You have scale mail, right? It's better. Whatever you have is
plate
better.
mail.
Plate
Yep.
mail? Yeah.
Which I also should definitely add to my sheet, which I will do right now.
Yeah. So you have candy cane trident, which will work as a weapon. But then you also just have a breastplate made entirely of marshmallow, which is about 40 rations. Because it'd be huge, right?
Yeah. Hey, 40 rations is good. 40 rations, but also takes off 2 years of our life. Because...
Well, that's fine. I've got plenty of extra. I'm a gnome. And besides, gnomes mainly live on candy. I'm just cramming candy in my mouth from everywhere.
Just eating everything.
This is the best.
Yeah.
But it's the Fay Wilds, which means if you eat from in the Fay Wilds, you ain't leaving, right?
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
You must be the heroes I've summoned.
Yeah,
So it's the
that's
bear.
us. Just
The
like
candy
giving
cane.
him a thumbs up, like up while I'm stuffing my face full of candy.
Yeah. What did you need us to do? The heroes for what? You have some sort of quest for us. Now.
Yes, my beloved
perfect.
queen has been taken by the licorice snake.
Licorice snake. Okay. And where do we find him?
Well, you follow the bitter snake's trail.
Along the floor, there is a black line of licorice,
Okay.
that's been left
At
behind.
least it's the black licorice, so it's not like I'll be licking the fucking ground.
Yeah. No.
Ugh.
No one likes aniseed. No one likes, what is it called in Netherlands? Drop. No one likes
Sure.
No one knows.
that horrible salty licorice that they all eat in Scandinavia. Stop it. Just stop.
Stop. Get help.
Get help. Stop eating the black licorice. You're a monster. And that is why the villain of this episode is just some black licorice. Are you waving?
Get Colo's reading. I'm sorry. I
Don't-
was saying hello.
Do not wave at Colo. That's
Okay.
it's like feeding a pigeon.
You'll only encourage her.
I'll come back. Guys, if you donate enough money, we on the dark bar we'll have bad guests and we'll make that be Colo. Oh, actually, you guys have just absolutely smashed out a bunch of
Oh my
money.
god.
Yeah, so you get another loot box instantly from this. Let's see what's inside. The bear says,
Why does that keep happening?
the Gummy Bear King.
I don't know. It must be it must be our fate. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to open this one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tap it with my foot.
Here
Does
we
it
go.
look different from the other one though?
No,
Maybe
they
it's-
always look the same
okay.
because they're coming
Alright.
from the fates.
Right. Okay.
Fates have not been kind to us today, though. However,
You are very far up the dark bar. So what's happening here? We've had a couple of raids. I'll
Yeah, I was just typing that in the chat.
I'll
so yeah, if you could-
re-explain what this show
Yeah.
is. This is not like a typical table story show. In this show, in order for us to be able to pay our tax bill on Table Story, we actually found out that you need to be making money, which we haven't done since 2016.
And that's why PB will just randomly lick the air.
Yep. That's going up on our TikTok. In this show, you can donate. Tip. You can tip. And those tips will go towards one of the bars that is on the left-hand side of the screen there. It goes randomly in. No matter how much you donate, no matter, whatever you do, that donation will go towards one of these two bars. The dark bar on the left, the lighter bar on the right. As it goes up the light right-hand side bar, varying things will happen. Many of them are loot boxes. Our player characters here, Nivara and Candle, do not have any stuff. This is the only way they're getting stuff. They started this campaign with nothing, and the loot boxes will fill that thing out. But they also get these boons: exalted, leveling up, magic items, things like that. The dark bar on the other side also has loot boxes, but there are also things like
that loot box is the name of Lancelot. So if you could unlock that,
suddenly,
that would be excellent.
Suddenly an encounter, or suddenly they're cursed. And also it says the word Lancelot on there because the first episode we did of this a couple of weeks ago, they went to Camelot and they upset Lancelot, and now he's the villain of the piece who will continually show up. He also levels up. He's a video game character.
What level is he right now?
Level
Just
2.
Curious.
Doesn't sound too bad, does it? Doesn't sound
what
too
Brad
bad.
means when he says level 2 is CR2, which is balanced against 4 party members.
Yep. This is going to be fine.
Yep. Had planned for you to have leveled up once by now. So that's what we're doing here. Yeah, other than that, it's just a typical Tablestory show where they're just doing stuff. A lot of this week's episode is being procedurally generated immediately before your eyes because I've been very busy. I also put a lot of effort into last week, so I feel like that gets me half a day in lieu this week, right? I'm allowed to put, if I put a lot of effort in one week, I can take that out from the next week, right? That's how
that's definitely the way that it works.
Let's roll to see what was in this second loot box. A grappling hook. I don't even know what that is.
Wait,
That's
we
from
have
the
one
PHP.
already.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
You can have the
Now
other
we
one.
have 2. Yeah, I'll
There's
have one.
222 items in this so far.
Yep,
and
and
you've got
we've
2
got-
grappling hooks out
Yep,
of
that's
it.
right. And at
And
least
2
we had the rope.
breastplates.
Yep.
Well,
and
this one's made
breastplates
of candy.
Yeah. You got a marshmallow breastplate and then this. Mine, which is plate mail, and you ain't taking it off. Me.
I've already
keep
started
it
eating the
forever.
other breastplate.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
my
Half
perfect.
of the other
All right.
breastplate is gone.
It's just one boob.
Yeah. It's a singular breastplate. On a plate. Okay, the other item is some common clothes.
Oh, now I get the clothes?
They started out
Now?
naked as well, by the way. Incredible. So
Now, are these clothes? Is it a candy striper?
I feel like it's do you know what? Yeah, it's a candy striper outfit. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
It's also
So can
probably
I put
it's
that
made
on
of candy.
underneath the plate? Oh.
Well, everything here is candy. There's no
Yeah,
other
so
thing.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to.
It's just like that edible, like the sexy lingerie.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, I don't
Oh,
know
I've
if I
never
want to
heard of
do
it.
that. Oh wait, Lancelot is coming. Yes, I do. I put it on.
Okay, you're now wearing edible lingerie. That's what it is. That's what the common clothes
Bar
are.
is getting changed in front of the Gummy,
The Gummy
Bear
King, who, by the way, this whole time has been pacing up and down, explaining that the licorice snake has kidnapped his wife, and that he would like you to go follow the black licorice trail and bring his beloved wife back. Now, you've also earned an
Okay.
encounter, and you're also cursed. This is good.
Oh no. Oh no.
Let's get a curse. Let's go candle first. This is a
So I think,
D100 that I can roll. here.
by the way, I think somebody asked in chat, how much is it for one bar to get to the top? I think it's
Yeah.
$750 for each bar, but it's
Yeah,
random,
but it's
so it can
random.
be distributed either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But I will say this: if you drop a chunk all at once, that whole chunk goes together.
Yeah, your donation goes in one thing to one bar. Your tip. Eat some candy. If you say something wrong, you have to eat some candy, because it took me a whole day to work that off. Okay, Candle's Curse. Oh, there's nothing written in number 100. I must have accidentally deleted
I wonder why that is.
We'll make it up if you get it. I'm just going to write the word dead for now.
That's not a good idea. You're going to forget why you did that.
Candle. The PC's hands tense up and are stuck in a fist until the curse is removed. It's that like sugar thing that you get when you eat too much sugar at once and your body starts
like right now?
tensing up.
What? How much sugar
My
do you
bones
guys
are vibrating.
eat? Hey, I can't open my hand. Maybe I just need more candy.
Nivara, your curse is... The curse begins
Don't
aging
take my plate mail.
at 5 years an hour. When they reach 100 years, they die, and an infant crawls from their body's clothing. It continues to age at the same rate until it reaches 20. Same character, same memories.
What kind of Black Mirror shit is that?
Good luck role-playing that, because I also don't GM time. So
Oh, it's cool. I'll just slowly start hunching until I'm fucking dead.
yeah, we'll leave it up.
I'll just age 20 years every episode. How about that?
Just
Until I'm dead.
Great. So those are the curses, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
that
So
you
excited.
get. And the Gummy Bear King turns to you and says,
Well, what do you say, heroes? Will you find my wife, the Gummy
Yes.
Queen?
Yes, we will. We will, sir. We will.
Fabulous!
It's not like we have a choice. We got to finish this mission, and it'd be nice if we did succeed at one.
I thought we already succeeded. That's why we got a cheesecake.
I don't think that's what that was. I think that's,
Oh, come on.
bait
We
isn't the
gotta
word.
do stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, well, I guess we might as well do it soon because I got lots of energy. So we just have to follow the licorice trail that the snake has left behind?
Yes,
Okay. And your wife. What does your wife look like? Just so we don't get it wrong.
she looks like a queen. A glittering queen of beauty beyond compare.
But like, if you were to describe to maybe somebody who doesn't know her at all, does she have like a color, or, is she like this pixie over here with the pretty wings and the tutu?
No, she does not look like that.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
what's her
and
name
what-
at least, so we can find out?
Yeah.
Like,
The Gummy Queen.
the Gummy Queen. All right. Well, we can assume she's a gummy
have,
like
like, a-
yourself.
Yes,
Like a nickname?
Okay.
For
she's a big,
You don't just ask somebody that.
and she has a bite mark on her left bum cheek.
That from you?
You don't ask people that kind of thing.
That's cannibalism.
It's just a taste. It's not like you actually ate it.
That we know of. Okay, listen.
Maybe we should go. We've got an encounter also.
Encounter? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Just meta knowledge leaking into my brain. Let's follow this
Right.
trail.
yeah,
Okay.
give me some investigation checks while I queue up some evil music for Lancelot.
Wait, that's the encounter we got?
Nope. That's just another encounter you've got to do on top of the first one.
A 9.
Oh my god, I have to turn my fan on. Oh my god, thank you, Chad.
A 9 from Candle.
By the time he gets here, I'm going to be 80.
By the time you actually roll investigation, you'll be 80.
for you not do this? Do I have to click on anything other than my sheet?
What are you struggling with?
The roll. Hold on.
You should just be able to click the investigation
That's
thing.
what I did. Hold on, let me just refresh.
Well, Candle, you can see the trail,
I did it.
and so can you, Navara. The two
Okay,
of you begin
perfect.
following this trail. It leads through the Candy Cane Court, out of the throne room, down some jelly bean stairs, across a marshmallow courtyard, and out of the castle itself, out of the Candy Cane Courtyard. Is that what I called it? I was sitting there yesterday having blood taken from my arm, writing this with my left hand. Okay, guys, it's called the Candy Cane Courtyard. And you step out from the sort of towering doors of this very large castle. Again, this castle is very big compared to you guys. The Gummy Bear King himself is 7 feet tall, but the doors seem like they're built for creatures even bigger. As you step outside into the Candy Feywilds, you're met with a sort of ridiculous looking landscape, like something from like the dreams of a child. Beneath your feet, the ground is sort of cushioned with a gentle layer of cotton candy. Is that what you call it? We call it candy floss. I've had to try and translate a lot of this to American for you guys, because I know that you can't translate backwards. Floss? I don't know, because it's like it's the opposite, I guess, of what it does for your teeth.
Or because you have to floss after you have it.
Maybe it's to remind you. There are meandering paths ahead of you with this sort of crushed rock candy, which is what you call it in America, underfoot. And there is this trail, and it doesn't stick to the trail very perfectly. The or the path, the black licorice trail, kind of goes all over the place. Every now and then there seems to be like a little bit of a struggle and a scuffle, but continuing on, you are able to follow this thing out of the castle, along and into a field of jelly bean flowers that sway in a sugary breeze, with these little petals that glisten with fine sugar crystals. The air here is warm and sweet. There's a sort of faint, delightful fizz to the area, because there is multiple streams,
Lancelot's walking down? No, I'm
soda streams that flow, winding constantly. The path is crazy as well. It's like going all over the place. It's not just doing that. It's not like a Roman road. This thing is just going absolutely the weirdest route you could ever imagine. But you're following it. The snake seems to have followed the path. And you pass an area where some little marshmallow birds take flight. Squishy little wings flapping. They should not be able to fly, but they do. In every direction here, the landscape stretches with these sort of weird whimsical sights. Gumdrop hills rolling in the distance, cotton candy clouds, and you come to an area where there is a forest. Candy canes and chocolate make the stems of the trees here. As the path winds down into this forest, I would like you both to make me perception checks, please.
17.
19.
Damn. The chocolate trees here tower upwards. There are bushes that are made of candy corn, and you can see the snake's trail leading deep into this forest. When, suddenly, something approaches you. Something awful. Something truly evil.
Oh no.
Let's bring you over
I hope it's not Lancelot.
to the Candy Forest.
Type 2 diabetes. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh, what? This is cool. What the fuck?
Okay.
Bubbles?
So let me figure out. You guys are. There's Candle. There's Nivara. You're fully healed, remember. Every time you go back to a library, you are healed to your like maximum bullshit.
Right.
Yeah,
Now
but I
then.
still have a clenched fist.
That's true. You do have a clenched fist. Rolling across the slithering out from behind some of these chocolate trees is a giant piece of jello.
Gelatinous cube.
Where do you think they came from?
Oh, we're so screwed.
This has to be canonically where they came from.
Okay, I
In
love
the
it.
Forgotten Realms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're gonna go
I got
ahead
plate mail, Socratic. I'm okay.
we're gonna go
And
ahead
candy
and
lingerie
roll some
underneath. I'm good.
initiatives. Let me just remember how I did this. Guys, people that are watching, you might be thinking like, oh, I feel like Brad has been streaming and running D&D for years. Why doesn't he know what he's doing? It's because I'm currently learning how to use Foundry, courtesy of my close personal friends, The Forge. So because I'm still kind of learning how to do this, leave me alone. All right, roll me some initiative.
4.
If you select a group and then you right click on us and then you hit toggle combat state, it will add us to the list and then we can roll initiative from there.
Yeah. I did it, but I did it too late.
7 for me.
Okay. And let me roll 4. The gelatinous cube gets a 15.
As gelatinous cubes mostly do.
Well, they're known for being extremely dexterous and fast, I think.
Yes.
Remind myself of what this thing can do. It's been so long since I've seen a gelatinous cube in combat.
Nivara, you can right click on yourself in the combat tracker and you should be able to edit your score, I think. Because I don't think it's registered.
Okay, hold on. And how do I access the combat tracker?
It's the cross swords above chat.
Oh, okay. Right click. Oh, I can just do this, right? And then edit it?
Yeah.
Oh, where'd it go? I cannot edit it.
You should be able to right click yourself, I think.
I've
Brad might be the
right-clicked
only
my
one.
name. I've right-clicked my token, my number, nothing.
Yeah, I think Brad has to do it then.
Okay.
I can clear it. Then,
It doesn't let
no, I
me.
just re-rolled it. What number do you need?
Yeah. 7 or 4.
4?
I was reading candle 7. I had 4. Yeah. That's right.
You should be able to just move it, yeah.
Got it. Cool. Okay. The first creature to respond, rushing out from the, I say rushing, I mean just slopping out from behind one of these chocolate trees is a giant cube of what in America they call jello and we call jelly. But if I called it jelly, you'd be like, what? I don't understand.
Stuff that good. That was really good.
On Fridays is when I will be showcasing all of the varying accents that I don't normally use in real shows because I'm too scared.
that was pretty good. Texas.
Yeah, you know me. It's where I was born. Born and raised. Okay. Now, what can this thing do? I think it can engulf someone, right? Yeah, let's see if it can
Yep.
engulf you. Didn't click on the thing. Let me try again. Will this let me do this?
It spammed it in the chat.
Oh, it's a dex saving throw from you, Nivara, please. As this thing
Okay.
comes rushing over towards you.
14.
A 14 is enough. You feel this thing kind of try and pull you into its giant gelatinous body.
Okay.
So many jokes available there, but we're going to just move on. You are able to sort of, you feel like the stickiness of this thing begin to grasp up one leg, and you're able to just wrench your leg free. Jumping backwards, this thing continues to... It is just a giant cube of jello. Whatever color it is in your mind, that's what color it is.
Red.
Well, now it's red for everyone, isn't it? You've ruined it.
Oh, sorry. I
Eat
thought
some
you were
candy
asking
as
us.
punishment.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to regret this so badly.
I imagine that's why we lost, by the way, in the initiative. We just have comically large distended bellies at this point because of all the candy we've been eating.
You got that like sugar sluggishness kicking in.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I think that's its whole turn. Yeah. All right. The cube ends its turn. It is now Candle's turn. What would you like to do, Candle?
Oh, yeah.
I would like to look over to this thing, and I've never had Jello before. The Candle's never had it, so I don't understand what's happening. I do think this is a monster. I thought the only stuff that was here was candy. Oh, okay. What do we do? Do we
Yeah, I
shoot
think
it?
this thinks
what's
we're
your
candy.
passive perception, Candle?
Passive perception would be an 11.
I mean, it smells like candy, this thing.
Okay.
Definitely seems edible.
I think-
there's candy everywhere. So,
Yeah. Well, I'm shouting. I think this thing thinks we're candy instead. Careful. I think this thing just tried to eat me.
Okay. Well, only the clothing underneath is candy. Maybe you should take it off. I'm waiting. Just waiting. And
What are you waiting
First
for? A
one.
call from HR?
I'm gonna,
Oh.
I'm gonna back off.
That's what you're going to get. Nivara's going to
Okay.
write a letter to HR, and Elle's going to have to show up.
I'm gonna back off there, and then let's see. I'm like trying to get my fist to open up. I've got my bow in one hand, and I'm trying to open up my fist. I'm trying to.
You can't.
Now, what did Elle say about the elixirs? They're supposed to fix everything, right?
By...
I'm already drinking the elixir.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
You pop that thing and drink the elixir. It heals you to full. What do you think? Do you think it clears the curse?
I don't know.
It's hard to say because part of me feels like, well, people paid for you to be cursed, so it shouldn't work. But also people paid
also
for you
paid
to
for the
get the
elixir.
elixir.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask chat. I'm going to put a poll up in chat. This is down to whoever's in here right now. Okay. Question. Does the elixir cure curses?
Whoever tips $5 next can decide. Whoever does it first, they win.
It's Brad's game polls.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Pay to win.
Pay to win, baby. I would like you to describe while they vote on that how it is that you are actually able to pop the lid off of this elixir with your wrist grip
Well, I'm
hands.
extremely dexterous. I just, I imagine the elixir has a cork in it, and I just use. I hold the bottle with these 3 fingers, and then I use my my index finger and my thumb, and I pull the cork out. Now this is something I can do because I actually have an elixir.
Oh my god.
Show us.
I have an elixir. I do.
That's pretty cool.
I have one right here.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
I do that.
All right.
Now,
Seems legit.
can you just
And I can
hold...
actually re-cork it.
Yeah, and can you bring that elixir up to the side of your face here?
It's alcohol in here.
but
It's actually alcohol and oil, so I'm not going to drink it.
Towards the camera. No. To your
No,
face,
like-
but turn the bottle towards the camera so we can see it. Okay, step 1, bring the bottle close to your face. Step 1, you're bringing your face close to the bottle. Bring the bottle with your arm to your face, like see what I'm doing right now. Do this.
Okay, yeah.
And now turn your hand so that the bottle is visible on camera.
Yeah.
And now I can
Screenshotting
use
it.
that in the thumbnail. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, audio listeners loving this episode so far.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, don't be sorry to them. We call them
Okay.
half a job. They can't be bothered to watch. They only listen.
Oh, stop
Half a
it.
job.
They're marathoning all of our stuff.
I know.
Back to back to
Killing
back. They
it.
listen to those episodes.
The elixir does cure the curse.
I love you.
So what curses
if
do
you
you
don't.
currently have?
Just that one, I believe.
Okay. Then yeah, you drink that, and since
Hey, any
we're
of that
in
left over from me and my aging problem?
What?
Never mind.
it's gone. You're now at full health, full spells, full abilities, and clear of curses. Congratulations. That is your action, though. Well,
I
actually, is
suppose we
it?
only had one of those.
Do you have the use an object thing as a rogue?
Use an object thing. You mean like part of cunning action?
Yeah, you can use it as a bonus action, right? Maybe.
Cunning, no,
Some of them
not
can.
for use. No, it's dash and disengage and hide.
I think it's the thief. that gets-
I am a thief, actually, but no, I don't have that.
All right. Then that was your action.
Yep.
Got a bonus
That's
action.
it for me.
All right. Now, Vara, your
well,
turn.
I guess I'll hide. I'll hide as a bonus action.
All right, give me a stealth check.
21.
21. Okay, great. Yeah, you, I guess, hide from this thing. Do you, though? It is an ooze. You try and hide.
I'm standing behind. What are the trees? Are the trees made out of peppermint?
Chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah. I'm hiding behind the tree, and you can just, like, barely see me, like, reach out with my now functioning hand to break a branch off.
Nice. Great. Navarra, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to attack. The question is, do I use my broken sword with a -1? Or do I do... I will back up and I'll use the javelin so that I have some distance with this thing. Not that it matters because it can, I think, try to get me each time anyway.
Okay.
16.
16 hits.
5.
5 damage to this thing. The javelin sort of just gets stuck in this thing. It you deal the damage to the creature, but it is tanky. You get the sense that, like,
It did nothing.
nothing. Yeah.
I don't know, Candle. I'm not sure this is doing much. I can keep poking at it, but it just seems to just go right in and not hurt it at all.
I don't have any experience with that.
Is that the end of your turn?
HR? Sorry.
The episode where HR is called.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn. Sorry.
Who did HR last time? Me. PB. Whose turn is it? We are HR.
Well, oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
We just
I
have
am.
to, one of us has to keep switching it out.
Keep showing up.
So,
all
right. You
I thought you
moving?
were genuinely asking me whose turn it was in the turn order, and I was like, that bad, huh? Yeah. Why don't you have another candy?
No, I think if I eat one more piece of candy, my doctor's going to send me a text message.
Yep. Okay.
Imagine if he could see me now.
Be very upset.
Very
'Cause you've
upset
already had
with
some
me.
candy.
Told me to
Mm-hmm.
told me to lay down. Okay. Gelatinous cube. Oops. What can you do? I think.
Oh, I'll move. Jesus. I can
Yeah?
move, right? Yeah. I'll move back.
Yeah, you are currently inside the cube.
I am?
Yes.
Oh,
It's-
I thought I dodged it.
You dodged it, sort of like sucking you all the way in, but it is sort of still crawling over you.
Right, but I can still move, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yep, then I want to back up. I'll back up my entire feet here, which I think, let me just look at Cat's Grace here.
Your
Hold
entire
on.
feet.
Mm-hmm. The whole thing, my
I'm gonna
entire
hit you with
speed.
a pseudopod
Listen, you.
as you leave its threat range.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather leave than get engulfed.
It's gonna hit you for
Can you measure?
13
here we go.
damage.
Okay, ow. Chad, help me!
As this
Can I just...
piece of
if I-
jello just comes out and whips
No.
you.
He's helping me,
You
hold
can.
on.
So if you grab your token,
Mhm.
if you have the token controls and the select token tools selected, you can.
I don't know what that means.
So the
I have-
toolbar on the left,
Yeah, I have
the
the...
token controls and select token.
Yep.
Okay, now.
Nope, I have the
uh,
ruler. But,
I know.
okay,
Don't
hold on.
use that.
Oh, okay. But then I don't know how far.
I'm about to tell you.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
It's the bottle again.
Token
This is
and
the
sword.
bottle, but from Wax side of things because it's
Yep.
doing stuff on a virtual
Well, he
tabletop.
didn't tell. Yeah. Go on.
So you select your token, then press Control,
Perfect.
and then you
Thank
hit
you.
spacebar. So you move to where you do that in the spacebar. There you go.
Fantastic.
Cool. Yeah, you rush away from this thing. It whips you with a pseudopod, which is really just a piece of jello that comes off in an anime style and just hits you,
Okay.
dealing 13 damage.
Chat is
We
asking
are
us
so
if we
close.
received.
It's a bad
we
guess, by
received-
the way, which we've never had before. So I'm just throwing that out there. Sorry. Whack.
Chat was asking if we had gotten a magic item.
Oh, you haven't got a magic item. I think we'll do that right now because it seems like you might need them depending on what it is that you get. Didn't realize that you'd gotten a magic item. I can't see that part of the thing right now, so you gotta tell me. I think I'm losing vision. My eyes are dimming at the edges. Okay, let's see. Magic
Sugar rush.
item table.
The magic item should be a bottle of insulin.
It might be. Okay, which table are we rolling on? The second table. Okay, the two things you're gonna get are a potion of greater healing, and I think
Nice.
that probably appears in Nivara's pocket.
Thank you. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Fates. Excuse me.
Fates, thank you.
Thank
and a
you.
potion of fire breath appears in Candle's pocket. You're aware that these things have appeared, and they are gifts from the Fates. Chat is
Thank you, Fates.
They are a character in this, and I would like you to refer to them as their character names for immersion.
Fates. I got it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're welcome.
It is now the Gelatinous Cube's turn. How fast can you move? I think they're slow, right? Yeah, they are. You can move 15 feet. I wonder which one of you smells better to the cube.
I am covered in chocolate.
I am wearing edible lingerie.
That's
So-
true.
This is a tough choice.
Yeah,
It's a tough choice.
I'll roll a d2. 1 is Candle, 2 is Novara. 1. It starts shuffling towards you, Candle.
I am hidden, though.
Yeah, you are. Or you think you are.
Are you?
But it does start shuffling just directly towards you. As if you are not hidden. As if it has 60 feet of blind sight. Now, does this have reach? No. Neither does this. Can you do anything at range, Cube? No. Okay. Great. I think it's just going to continue to shuffle to here. It kind of like slowly begins to creep around this tree that you're hiding behind. And I think, Candle, as you kind of look to one side, you see this thing like venom, red jello venom, carnage.
Just in time for Exalted.
Just in time to become exalted. You know what I need, really? And I do have it if I can find it quickly enough.
Thank you. Thank you, Fates.
The legally
Yeah, thank you, Fates.
distinct sound effect that we need.
From Final Fantasy VIII. Sorry.
What are you
Continue.
thinking?
I was thinking the spell sound for not shell, but the other one.
Triple?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know
It's a good sound.
you know what's really hard to find on the internet is
Or
Final
aura?
Fantasy VIII's sound effects. They're just really hard to get. I don't know what the deal
Oh.
is with them, but they don't exist anywhere, which is why
I'm
you
pretty
get
sure I have them on my folder somewhere.
you get this one.
Aura. No. Limit break?
Limit break from 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you become exalted. So for this one, you two roll me a d20.
Limit break is excellent. A D20, you said?
11.
Oh, you do not feel well.
11.
11.
Aura would have been good because Candle, you are, by the way, exalted, chat, is the opposite of a curse. For those of you that weren't here last time, they were exalted. And they roll on a table of varying things that are like small boons, anti-curses. This is the aura of calm. Animals and small creatures instinctively trust you. You have advantage on wisdom animal handling checks. Candle has this one. Probably not going to help you right now, unfortunately. Let's see if hearty fortitude for Nivara will help you. You have advantage.
What
do
is
you-
it? Oh, I'm
Heart-
just excited.
Okay.
I have something other than glowing tits. It's great.
Right.
Let's go.
Hearty fortitude. You have advantage on saving throws against exhaustion from natural causes such as cold or heat. So you can determine that one. Add this to your character sheet somewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Hearty
just had a
fortitude.
moment, Whack, where I was like, yeah, something other than glowing tits, and then fully expecting him to read a useless fucking ability.
It's kind of useless to you right now, but will probably
but
not be useless.
Yeah, not useless
in the
forever.
future.
Oh, I'm very excited. Thank you, Fates.
The fates have exalted you. I think that these will never clear with elixirs. These are
Thank
just
you.
permanent buffs that you can keep. Maybe I mean, the thing is, I'm probably going to mess with the stuff. So it may be that in the future something can remove these from you. You know.
I imagine
But-
after a while, it's a lot to keep track of.
But
so
the
we might have to
elixir
reset
doesn't
it. Yep.
clear
Okay.
it. Is what I'm saying. I just mean that, like, you know, maybe there is an evil version of the fates that are going to show up one day and and they'll remove them from you because they're evil.
Is it Lancelot? You were supposed to say HR, but
okay. It is Candle. It's your turn. This thing used its action to dash.
Yeah, I am going to disengage with a cunning action.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go over here. Like that. And then I will let's see how.
I think chat are just pushing for the bad guess because they know how difficult it will be for me to book Colo inside of 6 days.
Yeah. Yep.
I shouldn't have made that promise, really.
I am going to. So I felt something warm in my pocket after the Fates did something, and I reach into my pocket and I'm gonna grab, and it's like a whole bunch of that like cinnamon gum, you know, or like cinnamon candies, that like really spicy hot cinnamon candies, and I say, "What? I thought this was supposed to be something good. Oh well." Starting. Oh,
Cinnamon hearts, they're called. That's right. That's right.
Ooh.
And
I have that sound.
Nice.
I'm going to use the equivalent of the potion of fire breath. And this is within 30 feet.
Yeah.
And they have to make a dex saving throw, this gelatinous cube.
Here we go. 7.
Nice.
Not enough. So I breathe 46 fire damage. 13 fire damage.
Damn. Nice. Yeah, it just melts part of this gelatinous cube. It just turns into liquid jello and runs off of it into the ground as you begin to cook this thing. Jello, I don't know if I should be good guy GM right now because I feel like
you are L this week. Just gently reminding you right now.
L. Let me
and
put
that
on the
matters
makeup.
to you.
Hang on.
Perfect.
I feel like it should be vulnerable to fire damage, shouldn't it? Because it's jello and you melt.
Yes.
It's been, I didn't have a childhood and it's been so long since I had jello, but I feel like you put it in a thing and melt
water,
it.
Right?
And then you put it in the fridge. Is that how you make jello?
Yes, it's boiled and then you put it in the fridge.
Right, well you're boiling it. I'm gonna, yeah. Can I apply it again? I wonder. Yeah. We'll just do it that way. Doubled up. You melt so much of this thing. It's nuts. You
It just turns
There's
to a
nuts
pile of
inside?
you see there's lots
Sorry.
of stuff inside this thing that's clearly been eaten before. Just lots of different candy creatures that are.
Have I made any s'mores around me?
I don't
my
really
God.
know what a s'more is.
Stop
I only
it.
know it from TV. American TV.
I want a hot cocoa.
It's melted marshmallow, chocolate, and graham cracker.
Wait, you never had
I know
a
what 2
s'more
of those
before?
things are.
Graham crackers are kind of like
They're like honey cookie cracker. Hold on.
sort of like biscuits, I guess, closer to biscuits, somewhere in between a biscuit and a cookie.
Yeah, we don't have that. We don't have s'mores.
Uh,
I mean, are you asking if there's like a small thing around you?
oh, for fuck's sake. I'll be right back. I'm just going to make myself a hot cocoa.
Okay.
Wait, is it my turn next?
Camera and everything.
No, but I am.
the fuck out of the show.
She's just leaving the show halfway through.
Fucking cocoa. Oh man.
Just leaving.
Listen, if I wait too long, it'll keep me up at night.
Oh shit.
Bye.
Amazing. Brad is in
Okay.
disbelief. Look at him. He's like, what the fuck is
go.
happening?
Quickly go. Right now. Now is the time to go. Lancelot will not show up while you're gone, I promise.
I'm not leaving. It would have been 2 seconds.
Now, what was
Gosh,
your
guys.
actual question about whether there was a s'more nearby?
No, I was wondering if I had created any s'mores because there's chocolate and there's marshmallow. I just didn't know if anything was made out of graham crackers.
Roll me a d20. If you roll over a 15, there's just a bunch of s'mores that have been created from this flame.
I'm so invested
That's what it is,
in
by
this.
the way.
Yeah, that looks... I mean, it looks nice. But I've never had one.
Well, that's gonna change.
I'm sorry, you wanted me to roll what now?
A d20.
12.
No, there are no s'mores. You just melt some of the tree. The chocolate tree just starts to
Oh.
come down.
Oh no, melted chocolate.
And jello.
Yeah. Okay. So I've moved. I've used my cunning action. That's all I can do. That's it for me.
Nivara, your turn.
Okay, I am going to move slightly this way. Also, you can be on the measurement tool and then hit spacebar. Same thing happens, which is excellent.
Are you guys owed another loot box?
I think because we had a dark one and then we had the light side.
Okay. It's all happening too quickly.
Because I think normally you do
is
2
what he
for
means.
each, right? Is that what you normally do?
What's
2
that?
for each? Like 1 for me and 1 for Nivara for the good side, and then 1 for the dark.
You get one each.
So we're missing 2, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I can't keep up today. All right. I was in hospital yesterday.
Okay, all right.
I'm allowed to be.
You are allowed.
I'm allowed to not be with it.
Okay, I want to be 30 feet from this thing because I can use my javelin within 30 feet.
The
do
loot box is
something.
inside the cube.
Amazing. I'm going to stab the cube.
You can see inside of it 2 fate loot boxes.
Treasure.
Yeah. It looks like a Fortnite loot box.
Okay, they are still targeted. Let's do this. 26! Whoa!
That's a natural 20. Do
Critical
the
hit.
damage.
Bam.
9 damage to the cube. Again, this javelin launches through the air and just gets sucked into the cube. The end of your turn.
Hey, nice shot.
Thank you. And then I'm just going to back up a couple feet.
Let's
so
hope
that
it doesn't
can't
destroy another one
grab
of your
me.
weapons.
Bam.
Coming off the candle again. We can get to here.
Uh-oh.
Keep moving.
I'm trying. For some reason, I'm very out of breath and very tired.
Gonna try and hit you with a pseudopod.
I don't know why I want to take a nap right now.
Ooh, a natural 1. I have a
Ooh.
new natural 1 table. I actually have 2 new natural 1 tables. And because you are in this world, it's this one. I don't know if this is really going to apply to a gelatinous cube. One of you roll me a d20. Let's have Wack do it. Because he just did it, so it's probably really easy for him to click it again.
7.
7. All right, I'm not gonna give you the blurb because I hope that one of you rolls a 7 one day. But it's gonna deal no damage to you. Instead, the target is momentarily stunned by confusion, giving the next attacker advantage.
Oh,
So
nice.
I got advantage.
you have advantage, Candle, if you attack. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to back up using a cunning action to disengage.
Okay.
There. And then...
Don't come near me.
Where else am I supposed to go?
Just,
There's
you know,
logs.
in another direction. You know, we
There's
still are
logs,
separate.
and there's a thing that's chasing me. Besides, you've got full plate armor on now. Where did you even get that?
The face gave it to me.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? The face?
The fates.
Oh, the fates. Okay. I was worried that you went on an adventure with a big face or something without me.
Would that bother you?
I'm kind of curious to see what a big face would look like, other than just being a big face.
Okay, but it's not the idea that, you know, it's certainly not that you enjoy going on adventures with me, because that would be, that's definitely not the case, right? Yeah, I thought so.
My short bow. And now this is with advantage. That is a 13 hit.
That hits.
And because I have advantage, I will do my damage, which is 7 plus. I activate my favored foe. And this will be another D4. And then I also get sneak attack. Okay, so 10, 14.
14.
Now my guess
Damage.
is when you click the buttons for these,
Yeah.
they should auto factor in whatever kind of resistances the creature may have. At least it does in most games that I've played on Foundry.
Maybe. I don't know if it does.
Maybe.
I don't know if it has resistances.
Maybe.
I thought it would have had resistances as well, but I don't think it does. I think it
Against
just...
piercing? I thought it has resistance against piercing.
Yeah. I mean, if it does, I don't see it listed. So you get away with it. If it's calculating it, then it's calculating it. If it's not, it's not. That's where we are. It's snot.
It's not? I thought it was candy.
Turns out it wasn't jello, it was red snot. Which I had a lot in my early 20s.
It's a cocaine joke. Okay. So.
The real candy.
HR.
That's it for my turn.
Okay. Bringing us to Nivara.
Okay, I am going to move forward. Ooh, let's see. This weapon, how far is this? Uh-oh. That might be too dangerous. Hold on, can I get out of here as a bonus action? Hold on. I'm a little too far away now, and if I get close enough to hit it... Oh, I'll just use the crossbow. That weapon I wasn't going to use. Do I have that? I have that still, right? Yes, I do. I just don't see it on my sheet here, but maybe I couldn't find it in the...
You have a broken magic longsword called Excalibur.
Yep, but I don't want to get...
and yeah, you have a heavy crossbow?
Yeah. Okay.
It does exist in the items list.
Yeah, I see it. I'm grabbing it now. Okay, bang, bang. Oh, it's not letting me use it. I think I now remember adding this and then deleting it. Okay, so when I click on it like all the other weapons, it does not allow me to use it.
I'm seeing it come up.
Oh my god, it's coming up 8 million times. It usually comes up on the screen and goes, do you have advantage or not? You... Unbelievable! Thank you. Sorry.
14 hits.
It's the potion all over again. Alright. And now I will do damage. Let's go. 3.
Too bad we can't
Amazing.
make that the thumbnail.
I
for
know,
the
just endless
episode.
heavy crossbows attacks. For 3 damage. Let's see here. That is... Okay, yeah.
Advantage comes up, by the way, when you do your attack roll.
Yeah. A crossbow bolt launches towards this thing. The crossbow bolt hits the gelatinous cube. It gets sucked in Want to do anything else? At the end of your turn?
I'm going to move this way. 25 feet. Or not. There we go.
Okay. The gelatinous cube begins slithering across the ground towards the two of you. When
Excuse me.
from the sky above the gelatinous cube, launching down, piercing the gelatinous cube with his own sword.
He's a dragoon?
A dragoon
Oh my
landing.
God.
I think you said that last week.
Dark armor changed. Different to how we last saw him. Enhanced by the magics of two mages who have sent him on his way. The long sword that he's using slices downwards into the gelatinous cube. The gelatinous cube explodes with a superhero landing, 3-point landing, and lifting his head up. The black hair of Lancelot moves through this candy air. The warm scent of candy shifted for a moment as red eyes with a slight tinge of red, orangey sort of yellow to the edges lifts his head up and looks towards the two of you. Lancelot has found you. There is a scowl on his face and a ripple of rage that courses through his brow. Looking at you, I mean, he's killed this cube. We bring in my anime boy. Level 2 Lancelot.
Hey, isn't that...
He says,
Yeah,
You!
isn't that guy?
Yeah.
I found you. And now you will pay for what you did.
Pay for what?
How much money do we owe you?
You owe me more than money. You
Listen,
owe me
I don't
blood.
really have that much. I just have a
Blood?
few
For
pennies.
what?
Really?
You took my king. You took
Huh?
our
What?
world.
No.
He lifts his sword upwards, placing it hilt to chest with the blade outwards facing towards you.
Your king was like that when we got there. Some sort of wolf creature. Or something.
That beast has never killed him before.
What do you mean?
We called it the questing beast. He always sought it. He never caught it. He never found it.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes, I mean, he found it this time.
No,
And it didn't go well.
the creature was enchanted. Impossible for him to find.
What?
You
How
killed
do
him.
you know that?
Wait, yeah, how do you know that?
Did you
Are
enchant
you
it?
saying you enchanted this creature so that your king could never find it? So that he could just, what, go on a hunting party and you could get rid of your king for a while?
I have
What are we
no
talking
such
about here?
magics. Our world is ruled over not by a king, but by a wizard. It always has
Okay.
been.
I look immediately to Candle. Maybe it was the wizard that did. Maybe you were right. Maybe a wizard did do this to us. Listen,
I'm
I
always
swear,
right.
he was okay. He might have been right, but we were teleported to your world, but when we got to your king, he was unfortunately already gone.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh dear God.
Are you asking Nivara for this? Or
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the one who said it. Oh boy.
Can I assist?
Who?
He says,
Since I was talking as well, can I assist?
I mean, you
Can I have advantage?
you can roll me your own persuasion check, I think.
Oh, okay.
Candle.
I was gonna let me roll
A
again.
9.
He says, a likely story, and yet you made off with one of our artifacts.
Yeah, it came with me. I don't know what to tell you about that.
He looks down to your hip where the blade is broken. What have you
Yeah.
done?
Yes,
Nothing!
The sword he is holding has a sort of magical glimmer to it. It is the sword Arondite. He glances at his own sword. He glances back to Excalibur, then up to you two and says, my king will be avenged. My
How
world
did
will
you
be
follow
avenged.
us?
You think you are the only ones with magic?
No, we don't.
You think you can just invade worlds,
Magic.
No,
have no
it's
magic.
not.
disrupt
it's-
everything?
We don't have magic, and also
I know
it's
powerful
not us.
mages too. They
Can
helped
really
me
just
find
use
you.
minor illusion.
Well, I don't think this guy is going to hear a word of what we're saying. You're welcome to take this sword back if you like.
Oh,
I'm
I'll
sorry
take it
about your
back.
king. Oh, Jesus. He's going to try to fight us.
guard.
This is excellent. Oh, no. I'm going to fucking bonus action this greater healing potion immediately. We're so screwed.
All right, let me figure out how to.
Oh, I'm so happy right now. Thank you, chat. Just in case you were wondering if Wack and I enjoy this bad stuff that happens. Oh, yeah, we do. So, thank you. Oh,
Okay.
fuck. I mean, sorry, excuse me, the fates. Jesus, Greg. Calling me out.
It says Lancelot is a bandit captain because I used bandit captain stats for this, but he now gets a little bandana around his head for unlimited ammo. He is in fact Lancelot, level 2.
It's Topper Harley.
Yeah, it's big. All right, let's see here. So he goes on a 17. It's his turn then. He rushes towards, I think, Nivara. You've got the sword.
Yep.
He moves
no.
towards you in a blur.
Oh, no. Oh, that's the only unfortunate part.
Bringing up this sword, he begins swiping it at you multiple times.
Oh,
You
no.
see this blade move
Multi-attack.
through the air. He cuts behind the sword. He leaves a kind of a blur of darkness behind it, as if it's cutting through the very fabric of this world. And
Plus
He's a
3
dark
Vorpal
knight. I'm
Sword!
gonna die.
these two strikes come towards you. There's a flick of his hand at the end of this, but first we'll do this. Let's see here if he can hit you first. Arondite attack. 1 hit for 4 damage, and then a second attack. A 24 is going to hit you as well for 11 damage on
Okay.
that one. Two swipes, and we see Nivara suddenly pushed backwards, blood running from 2 wounds. The blade moved through the air so quickly, he flicks his wrist and launches a dagger at Candle. Candle, your eyes adjust at just the last moment as you recognize that he is launching a dagger at you. A 17 is going to hit Candle here. And you will take...
I imagine that I spun out of the way, but I've got like a gut now. So it just it hit my gut.
Yeah. He sort of comes to a sudden stop, bringing his sword back up again, that shining armor across his body, as he stops and looks to both of you, and it is Candle's turn.
Oh! Hey! What do you think you're doing? I thought we were friends.
Friends, you are my mortal enemy.
Mortal
I have
enemies?
taken an oath to take both of your lives.
Too many of those. Okay, look.
I'd like to use a reaction, actually. Sorry to interrupt your roleplay, but I can react immediately after his turn is over, right?
I don't know. It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm doing the stone rune. When a creature you can see ends its turn within 30 feet of you, you can use your reaction to invoke the rune and force the creature to make a wisdom saving throw. Unless the save succeeds, the creature is charmed.
Okay.
And then we can get the fuck out of here.
It's a what's...
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
And I just remembered on this sheet. Yeah, that's so... Motherfucker's charmed. For 1 minute.
Okay.
So please continue.
Did
I
he
thought we
see
were
the-
friends.
Did he see the candy lingerie? You awoke something in Lancelot?
Charmed. A charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
For this is different too. In this way, the creature has a speed of 0 and is incapacitated, descending into a dreamy stupor.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You see his eyes kind of glaze over and he kind of begins to sway on the spot. His arms look like they get heavy as the sword kind of drops. The tip of the sword kind of just touches the candy floss ground. Sorry, candy... cotton candy ground.
Cotton candy ground, yeah. Candy floss works. We knew what you meant.
No, you didn't.
Candle,
I've been doing this for years.
I don't think there's any reasoning with this guy. I think he's just made up his own mind on whatever is happening, and he won't listen to what we have to say. So, I think
He's mesmerized by your candy lingerie.
Yeah, I know. Let's get out of here.
Good plan. I'm all for running.
Oh, why do I have to be a dick? I want to take his sword. Why do I have to be an asshole? I'm not going to do that. But I did think about it.
Finally, I'm rubbing off on you. Do it.
I thought about it for a second,
You guys,
Candle, but we ain't
you guys
doing
run
it.
all the way away,
Yeah, we're like running
and then
and
run
I'm
back,
shouting like, why didn't
and
we
then
grab this
turn
sword?
around again, and then...
No, we can't do that.
Grab the sword, I'll do it.
Listen, I'm just being a little vindictive because he just didn't have logic or reason, and he wouldn't even listen to what we were saying. And I just hate people
we might
like
as well
that.
take this one.
Okay.
All right, Candle, you rush back over to Lancelot, who's kind of standing in a dreamy state. He's kind of like wandering around, his hands both gripping the sword that you want to steal, or Rondite.
And we grab our loot boxes and run.
The loot boxes are there as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you grab the
cube.
loot from the loot boxes.
We're just like,
Let's get
like an anime. But
This is the most anime scene so far. Let's get your loot from the loot box first, real quick, because you don't have to take the whole box. We can just roll them up. The first item is painter's supplies. Very important that one of you has those, I'm sure. That will come in handy one day. It's spray paint. It's like a whole bunch of different spray paint
very
cans.
familiar with this.
And also some black fungi from Nibiru.
oh yeah!
I can't remember what one that is. We'll find out in a minute. Now, Candle, you got to grab the sword.
Yeah.
All right, make me a wisdom saving throw
Oh no!
first.
I've ruined everything. I'm sorry.
No, I would 100% do this anyway. Okay, wisdom save.
Yeah.
I'm really good at this. This'll be fine. I'm very wise and not at all.
Oh
That's
no!
a 10.
Yeah, as soon as spell save DC is definitely higher than 10, right, PB? Suna Sawe?
His? Oh,
Suna's.
Suna? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. As you go to
Oh,
grab
no.
this thing, it
Oh, no.
just boom, pushes you away from it. There is a you hear a voice, the voice of Suna in your head say,
I don't think so. He's under my protection.
there's an
Hey!
enchantment, an abjuration spell over this sword that is protecting.
I can't grab the sword.
I wish my brain was just
Oh,
a second
man.
quicker.
I mean, that's on it. Like, as you're looking at it, you can see a little, like,
Little
chibi
Suna
Suna
just
doing this. Yeah.
This doesn't
Hey,
belong to you.
If that's the case, I'm just gonna grab the loot and get the hell out of here.
Right. Yeah, you guys skedaddle.
Imagine the audacity, Brad, for me to say I'm going to rob your main villain of his sword. What an asshole.
He's got some upgrades from 2 very special mages. 3, really, because he's also backed by Merlin, but he's really got some... he's built up some good friends as Lancelot along the way.
Is Merlin your fear?
Not yet. I'm sure it will be.
Okay.
He's got a couple of good friends. Okay. One of them's helping him get from world to world. That could be any number of different characters. Wonder if we'll ever meet them. You guys leave the Candy Forest. And, you leave the Candy Forest production. And you go to the soda
Get there.
stream. The soda
Get up and go get a
stream.
soda. Or you guys will have a heart attack, right?
We see you flee. Like, you're just running out of this place. You're running for like a full minute.
Tom Cruise running.
Tom Cruise running through these chocolate trees, moving through the candy landscape, the candscape.
I watched this like good job.
And you find yourselves at this sort of bubbling river.
Your watch just say good job.
Wow. Is that what you said? Wow.
Oh no! Oh god! What is this episode? I'm sorry, Brad.
No, you're fine.
Oh Jesus!
You
We're not allowed to have fun on shows. We're not.
so much has happened this episode. I couldn't have been less prepared for it. You rush out from the the chocolate forest and find yourself at the soda stream, a sort of bubbling river of fizzy soda, which probably wouldn't mean anything to either of your characters, with these little floating marshmallow lily pads. It sort of stops you because it's kind of in your path. There's no real bridge in sight, and you kind of run into this this fizzy sort of strange. It would probably look like acidic or something to you. This soda stream.
Oh yeah, it looks
You
like a
glance back.
help! I'm in the acid.
You glance
It's
back
just so
and you don't see Lancelot giving chase. But let's have perception checks from you both anyway.
Okay. Don't stop running.
Is that water? Oh,
I don't know. It looks
I
looks
just
bubbly.
rush over to the river and just start drinking. Oh, sweet, sweet water. Oh,
What flavor
it's really
is it?
good.
you tell
Oh, it's vanilla cream soda.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, it's so sweet. I've never
It's
had water so
really
sweet.
weird, yeah. And it's just like
Oh, wow.
foam.
Ooh.
okay.
It's
We
sweet
can't.
right here.
We can't stop. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going.
It's no problem. We've had so much food. We've got lots of energy.
Do you need me to carry you?
Oh, I don't think you can.
I just pick him up. just like pick him up by the back of the shirt and keep going.
Yeah, you don't even need to make a check.
Yeah. What are you talking about? You're tiny. I don't say that, but I just pick him up.
Wow,
All right,
you're so
keep,
strong.
Yeah, you just keep breathing. It's fine.
at me.
And I'd run as quickly as I can. I want to get as far away from him as
watch
possible.
The bumps.
Yeah,
Oh, watch
make
the
me
bumps.
an athletics check. You gonna cross the
Okay.
river?
Oh yeah, and I also am still trying to find the snake trail so we can actually maybe hopefully complete this quest. 17.
Yeah. Give me another perception check. Both
Okay.
Of you.
Is that athletics check good enough that my lingerie doesn't melt in the water? It is made out of food.
There's no
17.
way,
Come
is
on
there?
now.
Well, I don't know what that has to do with the.
Could have jumped.
Oh, you're
I
jumping.
jumped over. Yeah.
Oh,
Athletics check.
then yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I thought
We're
the
jumping
athletics.
from, what is that, a juju bee? What are those
14.
things in the water?
Absolutely, as
Perception.
far as I can tell, just made up a word, but apparently that's a
Candy.
thing. So I know. I knew this episode was going to be taxing for me.
Because you have to translate all the candy.
No idea what half of it is. Yeah, you boing jump off of a
Did you do that one more time?
boing off of a what the fuck did you call it?
No, it was perfect.
A juju
Off
bee.
of a juju.
Over
don't
to
even
the
know what
other
that is.
side.
Mm-hmm.
These are juju bees. I will give them to you in
Thank
our
you.
non-canon
Thank
channel.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. A giant one of those. You literally can use it like a spring and just boing over to the other side successfully. As you land, and there are just a bunch of little sprites, little fairies that are around you. You get the sense that they are part of the river. They're like soda pop fairies with little
Oh.
bubbles coming off of them. And they're like speaking to you, but they're speaking like, it sounds like this.
I'm so sorry. I don't speak adorable little soda fairy.
I'm just puking.
Don't mind him.
You look down and they're pointing at the river and then pointing back at you and then pointing at your mouth. Nivara.
Oh, me? You want me to drink the river water?
They start nodding.
I don't make a
fervently.
habit of drinking water from various random places that I visit, but okay. But he drank the water and he's puking. Okay, I mean, if you insist, I will. We're trying to help find the queen. You don't happen to know where. Oh, okay, all right. I'll drink first. That's fine. And I'll have some of the water, I suppose.
Okay. So you both drink the water.
Upstream, not downstream.
Don't drink the water.
No, it's not water. Don't worry. It is soda, cream soda.
Vanilla.
I don't know what you
Vanilla
said.
cream soda.
Vanilla cream soda. And it tastes like that. It's very strange, though. My favorite description of someone who's never drank any like soda before is in the Gunslinger novels, the Dark Tower novels, when he gives him a can of Coke and he drinks it and he's like, what the fuck is this? This does not quench my thirst at all. This is awful.
And then he makes me more thirsty, in fact.
He's like, this is the weirdest feeling. This is awful. But this is delicious because everything here is delicious. The sprites around
I glance on my
you,
shoulder to where Lancelot is when you say the word delicious.
the sprites say, and they start pointing, kind of like in a direction away from the river, in the direction that you were headed anyway. But they're
Okay.
pointing in that direction, and they make a kind of a sort of the universal arm symbol for a snake.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you. We're heading that way now. Appreciate it.
We are
Hey.
so close to a bad guest. It's so
Yeah,
close.
also... oh, wow. Also, if you happen to see a very angry-looking fellow, red eyes and dark hair coming this way, you best steer clear. man's from another world. All right,
And they
very
make a
scary.
sort of boxing set of
No,
fists.
don't do that. Don't do
You
that.
also just flirt heavily with him because apparently Nivara has some sort of crush on this person that's trying to kill us.
What? No, I don't. What are you talking about? Who would have a crush on the villain? That is just absurd.
You flashed him your boobs.
No, I didn't. Did I? Did I flash him my boob? I did. Not on purpose.
I think you flashed everyone your boobs during that first episode.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing. Having your tits out is not the same thing as purposely flashing somebody your boob. Anyway.
Yeah, well, we'll bring that up. We'll bring that up with HR. Yeah. I mean, wandering around in a trench coat, like, well, I just
Okay.
wasn't wearing anything, so it's not the same. Yeah.
Anyway,
well, we'll see
he
what HR
called me a
has to say about
jester.
it.
I don't think he found it very.
Oh, I forgot.
matter.
This is my jester, Nivara.
No, I'm not. I'm not a jester.
They fly away.
And we keep going.
Yeah, give me an
Quickly.
investigation
Although
check.
We should open these chests so that we can not be curtains.
Whoa, take
about.
it easy. I've already seen him.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Oh, you meant the gifts
Yes.
that the fates
Yes,
gave us.
that's right.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Right. Yep. I'll open that.
Yeah. So you get. Oh, let's consult the Book of Nibiru. I have handily nearby to determine.
I'm shoving the painter supplies in my pocket.
Yeah, it's spray paint cans. Black fungi. What do you think it does? You probably went and looked them up.
No, I didn't. My book's not here. It's in the other room, and I don't remember. I feel like it
sort of
has something to
remember
do with
this
memory.
one. Well, what doesn't? In this book.
Yeah.
Used as an ingredient in a myriad of different compounds, the black species of fungi are harvested mainly in the Ring, past the gates of Ashur, and in the trail that leads to the Core. These fungi are hard to harvest due to them being generally engulfed in flames. Black fungi are covered in a particular mucus compound that absorbs heat to make the fungi grow. It is used in conjunction with white fungi to produce crage. Remember now?
Oh, yes.
A tobacco-like paste that is very popular
Has
among
it?
travelers due to the properties. So it is a heat-absorbing fungi that you can combine with the white fungi, which you don't have. You have blue, right?
Yep.
To create tobacco paste, which will be a very powerful item in this setting if you hold on to it.
Okay, I will. I will put that away. Thank you.
So that was the first item. What was the other one you got from the second run? Oh, the paint.
Yeah, I got the paint.
And is that it? Have I missed any other things? No, you're a little bit. You're
Don't think
close to a loot box, but
We did, however, get the bad
We
guess.
got the bad guest! Yeah!
you get a bad guest. Now,
Just in time for Orcish.
See you next week, Greg.
time for Orcish to raid. Okay, but it's not just that happens here, because you've also unlocked a bad memory.
That's right. Oh no.
As the two of you continue to follow this trail, make me investigation checks.
21.
3.
Candle, you're able to find the black licorice trail again. You can see this kind of winding trail of sticky black licorice and pick up the trail again. When I think it sort of, as the two of you are coming down from the, I guess the intense adrenaline rush of facing off against the gelatinous cube and then Lancelot, this sort of generates part of a negative memory. Now guys, every time they hit on those bars, the little red glimmer or the white glimmer under good guess and bad guess, they will unlock part of a memory. These characters don't have their full scope of memories. They just have the idea of who they are as people, but not the specifics of who they were, where they're from, and the specific memories that went along with their living lives, and so they will unlock a portion of those so that we can weekly, and by the way, I don't know what these memories are either, we can weekly piece the puzzle together on these characters. So what does Candle think of here? What piece of the memory comes back to Candle that we share, I guess, with him?
I'm much younger in this memory. Very scruffy looking, dirty. I have what you can quite clearly see, I have very little money. I'm barely clinging to life. I have probably a spot in the square where I'm begging for money. My hands are withered and bony. I have maybe a few coppers in front of me. They're all I have. I'm looking at them and I'm thinking that I can barely... Maybe I can scrape together enough money today for some old bread or something. And there's a very large half-orc man that walks over to me as if he's about to give me some money. He's wearing various kinds of heavy armor. He's got a walking stick. He's got long hair bundled back in a ponytail. Black vestments over the armor. I just kind of look up to him like it's taking all the strength in my body at that moment. And he looks to me and he says,
I could give you some money, or I can help you in another way. Can you work, boy?
I look at him and I said, whatever you need. Can you pay?
I can pay. But the work isn't good work. It's hard. Answer me this. You have a choice before you. You have a few coppers that you can lift from someone. You have a beautiful woman in front of you. She looks rich, clearly a heavy purse. And you have a broken child, like yourself. Which of these three marks do you go for?
Marks? What do you mean?
Perhaps I can't help you then.
He starts to walk away. Wait. I can do what you need. What do you need me to do? I don't know what you mean. Can you tell me?
If you don't know by now, maybe you'll never learn.
Please. I'm so hungry. He picks me up off the ground.
Come. I'll teach you.
And I blink my eyes. And I say, Merrick?
Ahead of you is a huge set of caverns that seem to be looming like the gaping mouth of a beast. Black licorice clinging to the edges.
I've stopped. I'm just kind of breathing a little heavy.
Candle, are you alright?
No.
What's wrong? What's wrong? I immediately kneeled down to be at eye level with you. What's wrong?
I...
Hey man, you look like you seen a ghost.
Get the fuck away from me!
Hey, I ain't touching you.
I pushed Nivara away, and I
Okay.
back off. Just back off!
Okay, alright. I just want to make sure you weren't sick from eating all that candy. And I get up and I brush myself off.
Yeah, Novara, as you brush yourself off, you dust it down and then look back up. You find yourself in one of your
There's no
own
way.
memories.
There's no way you knew what my memory was when you did this. This is haunted. Ridiculous. Okay, so as I am trying to comfort him, and then he pushes me off and I dust myself off, I suddenly smell the canopy. The trees here had always felt like guardians. They were very tall and quiet, always watching over. Their bark thick with moss and leaves woven in every shade of green. We lived among them in platforms and winding rope bridges, moving as easily as the monkeys and animals that chattered from above. But that day, the jungle felt still. The air was heavy, like it knew a secret none of us wanted to hear. I remember crouching next to him, my knees pressed against the rough planks of the walkway. The sounds of the canopy faded, replaced by his quiet sobbing, the kind that isn't loud, but it still cuts through the deepest silence. I wanted to reach out, to touch his shoulder or pull him close, but the weight of what we'd both just learned sat like a stone between us. For a long time, we sat together, his shoulders trembling as his grief poured out, and all I could do was listen. I'd been taught to hunt, to fight, to track any creature that dared cross our path, but this was a helplessness I didn't know how to wrestle with. I didn't know how to fight. The jungle held answers for everything else, but not this. I could feel the sharp edges of anger rising in me, but I pushed it down. In the end, all I could manage was a whisper, barely louder than the rustle of the leaves, but I knew he heard me because he went still. I leaned in, so close I could feel the shudder of his breath, and I said, "We'll get him."
You are moving through, and you're at the beginnings of the edge of, but as you sort of come back from this memory, some time seems to have skipped ahead. Candle seems to be, more like himself, as if he's sort of grounded himself for a moment. And you are just inside of the bittersweet caverns. It is just a set of caverns of twisted strands of black licorice that cling to each other in these kind of like thorny arches that you're moving through. The scent has changed. It is now a sort of sharp contrast to the warm, sugary air of the Candy Feywilds meadows that you'd come from. And there's almost the scent of that sort of aniseed and burnt sugar in here, lingering. The walls here are sort of glistening with this kind of like molasses that run down the licorice, oozing, pooling on the floor. Each step kind of a little treacherous, sticky in a way that makes it feel like your boot might come off and never to be recovered. The shadows in here creep around like tendrils. You can see that there are stalactites and stalagmites of sort of sour looking candy. And there is an ominous hiss that echoes up through these caverns. The licorice snake somewhere nearby, a sound that is kind of constantly coiling through these bittersweet caverns. The two of you, presumably, having been struck now twice by these memories, having a piece of this puzzle, reel from it for a moment, and I think Naivara, you sort of rejoin your body as if it was on autopilot up until this point.
Now, do we keep that now?
Yeah,
before we remembered nothing, so now I remember that. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
the memories that you unlock in that way, you keep.
Okay. Candle, hold on. Candle? Is he anywhere in front of me?
He's right there.
Sorry, I lost you for a second. I want to make sure you didn't wander off by yourself. I'll stay back here, but I just want to make sure you're not wandering off too far.
You don't have to coddle me. I'm not a child.
I ain't. I just want to make sure I didn't lose you, because I was thinking about something else. It's me, not you.
Yeah, well, we're not like friends, okay? We just need to get
Yeah, I
this
know.
done.
You listen, okay, you've made that so perfectly clear. I get it.
I don't know what all this is, okay? I don't know if we're dead or alive or we're just being screwed by a wizard or what.
I think we have
Once
to be
we're
dead.
done with this, you go your way and I'll go mine.
Are you remembering things?
Like what?
I don't know. I'm getting fragments. Couple times now. Just slipping through.
Slipping through what?
Whatever is keeping them out, I guess. I don't know.
Think something's keeping our memories from us?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Maybe I don't want to
Maybe.
remember.
I don't think that's true at all.
You don't know me, okay?
I'm saying I want to remember. I would definitely want to remember. I don't care how bad.
Yeah, well, you say that now.
Hey, you don't know me, Candle.
No, I
You've
don't.
made that perfectly clear. All right?
Let's just get this done.
All right.
Both of you make me investigation checks.
10.
Mine's going to be excellent, I've decided. 15.
Pretty good.
Not excellent, but
It is significantly more difficult to track the licorice snake through this place. As you start moving through the caves and caverns here of the bittersweet caverns, the black on black licorice is a little more difficult to find, avoiding some of the strange oozing parts of the walls and ground, and moving through these caves. The two of you do discover
A good guess?
and a bad guest. But
I can't
no.
believe it. Both. You're going to have so much fun with the overlay.
Oh, I'm gonna love it. I'm incredible. I spent a long time today fixing it so that I could have a guest,
Could have.
and I could just switch
Just
between
one.
the two, but have not at all got any idea how I'm
Good
gonna
job,
fit
Fates.
another guest on there.
Good job, Fates. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Well, so am
You'll
I.
get over it.
Good memory as well?
And a good
Oh,
memory, which
okay.
we will end on. The
No. Do that next week. Can we, please? Because I only wrote the 2.
Okay.
'Cause
We'll
you said good
start
memory and
next
bad
week
memory.
with good memories.
Thank you. Sorry, chat. I'll write one
All
for
right.
next week.
I'll just have to remember.
I won't forget.
Good memory. This is how I'm actually.
Writing it on your hand? Oh, okay.
I could do mine if you want.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. We're starting with good
Whack
memories
went above
next
and
week.
beyond and had
And actually did the
written
homework
multiple.
required. that I
Hey, you
asked,
said 1 good memory and 1 bad memory. That's
and
what
then
I did.
split it into 4 pieces.
Okay, that's fair. I could read. I just felt like that was cheating, but I'll read the rest of the other one. That's fine.
We'll start next week with it. I like starting.
Okay.
I like the idea of that. You do find a loot box though, because there's another loot box on the light side, just under good guest.
Yes, loot.
In the loot box,
That'll make Candle feel better.
nothing.
It will.
Just absolutely nothing in
Unless
that one.
Nothing actually shows up.
Give me another investigation check at Candle.
15. The loot was stale air.
No, it's an invisibility potion. That's why you couldn't see it.
What? There's nothing in here.
Then you put your hand
kind of
down.
a rip off.
You can
Clink,
feel
clink.
that there is something
Oh.
there. After all.
Yeah, I snatch it, put it in my pocket. Say, wow, there was nothing in this one. The fates really screwed us over.
And the other side of things is Squall's fucking gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII. That's number 222, by the way.
Oh my god. I'm Final Fantasy 14. I have that, by the way, in Final Fantasy. No one gives a shit. I found $40, but I just need you to know, chat, that I literally bought that with real money just so I could walk around with a real fucking Squall's Gunblade on my Gunbreaker character that I don't even play because I prefer the Dark Knight. But I still have it, and it makes me happy. Thank you. I hopefully don't break this one.
Sold Final Fantasy 14 to me even further. Okay. So number 222 is Squall's Gunblade. I've got to change that now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awkward when she breaks this one.
No, stop.
All right, I've just changed Squall's Gunblade. 222 is now something different. You have Squall's
Revolver,
Gunblade. I have no
please.
fucking idea
The
what that
revolver.
is stats-wise, so
Yes,
we'll figure it out next time. But that's what was in there. And so you have an invisibility potion now, Candle, and you have Squall's Gunblade PB, as well as Excalibur. So, all good. Hanging off of the chain, instead of it being Griever made out of steel, it's like made out of candy, though. You know? The little Griever symbol,
Yep.
that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Oh, I know. I just was imagining what candy it was made out of, which
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Oh, right, yeah.
Is it like
whatever.
a little gummy one so it never breaks?
Do you know what I
Speaking
think?
of gummies.
Do you know what I
Just
think?
ask ChatGPT to make it, and I have it for you if you need.
No, you do not.
Yeah.
No, fuck you. No fucking way.
Thank you.
Are you doing that? The fucking bullshit that it's probably going to come up with. It probably does like 3d10.
No, it's reasonable. It's reasonable.
All right.
I'll paste it.
No, I want
You
Brad to
decide.
make it.
Okay.
But okay.
You can send it to me and I'll take it as inspiration. I sort of know how it needs to work. It definitely needs to. You just have to hit R1 at the correct time. You know, every time you make I feel like every time you hit with it, you have to roll an additional dice. And if you nail it.
Yep, that's excellent. I love that.
That's like where my head was going. I wonder what ChatGPT came up with. We'll find out next week.
An extra 1d4 or something.
You yeah, so you get those. Yeah, okay, great. And that's yeah, we're good. Right.
Dude.
You hear the sound of slithering from behind you as you start moving through these caves. Give me a perception check, the two of you.
18.
8.
Candle, you turn around at the sound of the slithering, but now it sounds like it's coming from above you. Naivari, you turn, you look up. It sounds like it's coming from below you. This slithering, moving around you before this creature appears. A licorice snake. A giant snake made entirely of black licorice curls its length not just around the cave up above you, but around you, the two of you, creating a kind of wall. And it says, "Brave heroes, you've come so far." Opening its mouth, it hisses. Its voice is oily and sickly sweet. "But there's no need for conflict here. I'm a reasonable creature, and I offer you a bargain."
What kind of bargain?
Great question. I'll grant you the Gummy Queen's location if you'll agree to a little taste of bitterness. Imagine I pulled the thing out again and made you do it again.
Expecting it.
Made you do it again. No, I didn't have that kind of time.
Oh, fuck.
He says, the snake around you uncoils a little, revealing a sort of giant, ornate-looking candy chest from like hard, dark chocolate with these bitter crystals around this sort of, what at first looks like some sort of metal, but you get a little closer and realize that it is in fact cake. Around this chest is an aura of sort of swirling, noxious licorice aniseed pulsing off of this thing. It moves with each of these snakes' breaths. He says, I'll give you the Gummy Queen's location if you'll agree to this taste of bitterness. Each of you must eat one. The chest opens. Inside, you can see 10 black licorice pieces, each in a different shape. Not shaped like anything, but different shapes. You know, like a diamond, a triangle. Not like shaped too. Not one of them is in the shape of Graver.
Yes.
And he says, bite into it. Accept a taste of my world. And I shall tell you what you seek.
Did he just leave? Did he?
He's out. That'd be me as well. That'd be me.
Oh, fuck me. I can't go get a hot chocolate, but Wack can be so pissed off
do
by
whatever he
licorice. Ugh.
He can do
Fine.
whatever he wants. He can just leave, and you must always stay. Your character is dead, by the way, Wang.
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, so
Episode 1.
we have to eat one piece of black licorice each.
Yes, if you wish.
Is it magical? Is it gonna charm us?
It's just black licorice. It's horrible. Nobody should eat it.
I mean, no one would expect that, but I have to do due diligence, right? Like, clearly, it can't just be that you want
You're
us to
still
eat
not
this
my friend.
The snake says, "This
Did you just eat 2 of them? Why
This
would you
will
willingly do that?
bind you with a curse."
Told you, Candle.
Nothing serious, of course. Just,
You just
a
now enjoy
small
black
mark of my influence. A reminder of our little exchange. Okay, roll me 2d10s. Since you ate 2 pieces, you can have 2 curses.
Believe me, I feel really cursed right now.
Yeah,
This is
that's
so
disgusting.
disgusting
Yeah,
and
I would
horrible.
never
Do you
have
just
done
have
that.
that at your house? What's wrong
Yep.
with you?
That's
I would-
left over from when I did it last time on the show.
Absolutely disgusting.
Oh,
3 and an 8.
A 3 and an 8.
It's so horrible. I hate it so much.
You now have sour sight. All colors appear dull and sour to you, making it hard for you to
Whoa.
perceive the sweetness around you. You have disadvantage on you have disadvantage on perception checks that rely on sight for the next session.
Okay. You
So
have
for
that pasted
next
someplace that I can copy pasta.
I will. Let me just.
Okay.
I'll write down sour sight for now, and I'll give you the word. I'm saying. Sour sight, and then what was the other one?
If it. We both had our tongues out this episode.
I had a 3 and an 8.
HR!
My tongue is so
8.
much worse though, because I have a cow tongue.
Another aura, the bitter aura. A faint, bitter licorice scent now clings to you, causing candy creatures and Fay to instinctively dislike you. All charisma-based interactions with candy creatures or Fay are at disadvantage until the curse is lifted. That one's forever. Bitter aura. Rita aura, okay. And the snake looks to you, Nivara.
Oh, he ate my piece, so we'll take the location whenever.
Is that what you think he did?
Yeah.
It better be.
Each of you
we're a
must
team, you know.
eat one.
Well, you didn't say that beforehand.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you're right. You did. I'll take one. Oh.
You mean I did that for nothing?
Yeah, I don't know why you willingly did that.
The rules were very simple and clear.
I gotta be honest. It's so much sugar, I thought maybe it'd balance out, but it's just terrible.
Roll me a d10, please.
Okay. 5.
Brittle bones.
Oh, excellent for
You
a
become
fighter.
slightly more brittle, as if the sugar in your bones has crystallized. You take an extra 1 damage each time you're hit with a bludgeoning or crushing effect. So good luck
Okay.
remembering that, neither as well.
Well, you're gonna write it down, right?
Yeah.
Also, take your thing right now.
Oh, Jesus.
You're welcome.
It's candy, guys. I have to take some candy right now. Definitely not heart pills. The snake hisses at you. Well, if you don't have the stomach for a little bitterness.
It's not that
The
bad.
snake begins to curl and twist, the cave shifting and changing around you. Send my regards to the king, says the snake. As the caves shift and change around you, you find yourselves back outside, as if the caves shrank down into the ground, sitting on a tuffet,
Eating her curds and whey?
eating her curds and whey, is the Gummy Queen. A 10-foot tall gummy bear. with a little tiara on her head. Scoffing down curds and whey. What do you do?
Your Highness.
Oh, hello there.
She says.
Hi.
I'm so very sorry. You startled me.
Oh, I didn't mean to
I
startle
was just
you.
enjoying this bowl of curds and whey.
I see that. It looks delicious.
I don't know what it is.
It's curds and whey.
Listen, we've been on a horrific quest to save you, and we've had to do horrible, horrible things.
Save me from what?
The snake, it's made of licorice. The
What
worst thing
snake
ever.
of licorice? Where?
No, it's fine. But your husband is very worried about you. So could we potentially escort you back
I
to your
have been
candy
missing
palace?
for some time.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
It's the curds and whey.
Oh, is that
You
like
say
a
that
like a
like it's an explanation. but
I sometimes go on a
More
little
like a
weekend
pathway.
binge.
Oh,
But he
I
mustn't
see.
find out. Mum's the word, yes?
Okay, we won't say you were
She
captured
stands
by a
up.
snake. Oh,
Absolutely enormous.
yeah.
Putting the curds and whey down.
Help yourself. Go on. Have a little dip.
I'll pass.
It
I'll
can't
pass.
possibly be worse.
I'll
than
have one more.
licorice, right? I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah. You eat some curds and whey. I don't know what it is.
Isn't it just like oatmeal?
Yeah, I don't. I think it's like cheese and wheat.
Whatever it is, it sounds fucking awful.
Like grits, sort of?
It's like the most plain tasting thing ever, because I imagine that's what candy is to
Of
candy.
course. Yeah.
Solid
yeah,
and
like
liquid
just
parts
anything.
of milk that separate when an acid is added to milk, causing the proteins to clump together. And whey is the liquid that remains after the curds
I'm
separate.
gonna throw up
Yeah.
describing these things.
I
Christ.
Oh.
ate two
Worse than
pieces,
being back
two
in
big
Stygian.
pieces of black
Oh,
licorice.
that's what they. That's
Shut
what
the fuck
these-
up.
That's what the lunatics have here in Canada. They put curds on their fucking fries. It is not good. I don't care what y'all
Where
say.
is Canada?
Poutine. Sorry. Anyway,
Oh, thank you for delivering the message. I'll head back
Brenda hates
home right away.
Oh,
Here,
well, we'll
have one
escort
of
you.
these 3 rewards.
oh,
What?
Thank
More
you.
Rewards? We get rewards?
did we just roll a 1d3?
Floating up from the ground
Yes.
as the Gummy Bear Queen walks home by herself, because it's the end of the episode.
Right. Or you could we just.
Zelda style, 3 items
Mm-hmm.
come up from the ground. A gummy shield, a gummy bow, and a gummy staff, mage's scepter.
Very tempting. I
And
will
there's
take
an
the
arrow
gummy
over the
shield.
top that says pick one between the two of
Oh.
you.
Okay. Well, I'm good. I have revolver, so
And
you
you
can
have
take whatever you want.
you have a crossbow as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I grabbed the bow.
Okay.
I'm all set.
What type of bow would you like it to be mechanically?
Ooh. So I don't know how much. I feel like I know the answer to this, but I'm gonna ask anyway. I don't know how much bullshit you want to apply to bows, with long bows being used by a gnome. But it'd probably be something like a composite bow or a.
In my head. Well, you also don't want to be. What's the ruling on long bows with rogues? Doesn't that fuck you in some way as well? Or am I crazy?
Let's see.
'Cause
They
it's
are heavy. Yeah, it's heavy. No point in doing that then. So, ooh, what is an oath bow? That is some magical shit.
Yeah, I just mean mechanically, do you want a short bow or a long bow? Or
Yeah,
is there
I guess
anything
it'd
else?
have to be a short bow.
The gummy short bow earned. Short bow. These will all show up in your inventory next week. Well, they won't, but I'll tell you. You You grab it.
The Epi Penetrator.
The Epi Penetrator appears. Fires fucking needles. The other two things disappear. And you guys have, for the first time, successfully completed a book. You've completed a story here. As
all it
you
took was the worst pain known to man.
oh,
And we still fucked it up because we took Miss Muffet away before the spider or whatever the shit happens.
yeah.
We still managed to fuck it up.
You teleport back to the light library. No. To the dark
No!
library. Because the dark bar one, that's what determines where you go every week. As
Oh.
Lionel awaits you with a bad guest, maybe.
Oh no.
And a good guest. Now I've got to figure out how that works. I'm trying to think of...
I mean,
thought of the best
I have
joke
some
ever, but
thoughts.
I can't say it.
Yep.
So I just gonna move on. Thank you for watching, everyone. They did it. They successfully completed a story, a book. Well done. You got to the
Yay,
end
thank
of
you,
one.
Fates. We couldn't have done it without you. Oh God. You can stop now. We're so close to that you lost bar that I don't know what it does.
I know. I was like,
Cool.
they were actually
You can-
so
We're also
close.
close to leveling up.
You're close to leveling up and hitting you lose at the same time, which
What
I'm...
happens if you hit both?
Ooh.
The universe implodes.
Ooh, I've had it planned since before I
wanna risk
even
it.
planned anything else.
Oh wow.
Um,
Okay. Well, thank you, chat. I mean, the Fates. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
to the
you.
Fates for the it's very generous this week. They're very
Yes,
generous.
seriously, thank you.
You all were so
tips.
generous. That's why I did the double licorice.
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
the real
it
reason.
does.
I was
I
like,
hope that
gotta-
this has been.
I'm just
good
eating
enough.
candy because it's great.
I
Sorry.
feel bad because I showed up with half a brain and half of this prepped, barely prepped.
It
I'm
was
normally
amazing.
so much more prepped than this, but I had such a crazy couple of days that I just didn't know. When you go
It was
into
very good.
an episode and you're like, I sure hope that this is just a nice casual. Lancelot doesn't appear and they hit every single loot box and memory and guess and curse and exalted and multiple different random things will happen and they'll just go to the bittersweet caverns and speak with a snake and go home. But it was good. I enjoyed it. Finally Lancelot caught up with you, but before he could do anything or talk to you, you stunned him and left again. And I just hope that you do that every time, if I'm honest.
I have to be honest with you, right? If he's our ultimate bad guy, there's no way we're gonna try to fight him. I mean, we could, but we'll lose, right? So
Well,
I'm just gonna.
he's definitely
continue to
going to build resistances to whatever you. hit
Yeah,
him
of course.
with. And he's going to
Well,
build
yeah.
these.
He should honestly have a
I'm not
wisdom
doing
buff from
another
Tuna.
campaign where you just monk stun my villain immediately on round one every single time. So whatever you guys hit him with,
It's
you
dark
can
foe,
build-
by
Fell
the way.
creature,
Go listen.
I have seen
Go
thy
listen.
breasts before.
Go listen.
You cannot, you cannot sway me yet again.
I cannot be tempted. I did almost have him be voiced like that. My heart and sword, always for Demacia. Just have him be like, but I was like, I don't know if I can really do that consistently enough. He's from Camelot. I actually get to just be English.
Ridiculous, yeah.
Very good. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This has been really fun. This is the end of episode 4. So we've been doing this for a month now. So hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you guys get what's going on with it. I kind of try and make it a bit different every week. Originally, I wanted this to be like a really not dark episode. Like as soon as Lancelot showed up, I was like, oh fuck. He's going to show up and like behead Candle or something on the one. Because I felt like we had like 2 kind of darker episodes. We had like a vampire episode straight into Stygian Gate. And I was like, it has to be like, what's the opposite of Stygian Gate? The Candyland Fay Wilds. I was like, great, perfect. We'll do that. It'll be nice and light-hearted immediately. Bad memory unlocked.
Yeah.
I
I have to say though, I think
was
that
amazing.
that was very, very cool.
I loved it. I love learning
that
the
we
little
could
bits about these characters.
laugh and have a good time and then get serious like that and then just go back to laughing. It was good.
I've been having a great time. I think you've been doing
Yeah.
a great job.
Yeah, I've been having a great time.
Absolutely.
I'm also just excited to learn about these characters through these memories. It was one of the things that we thought would be really interesting to do. Like we were trying to think of ways of, because this is going to feel very much like you're doing a one shot every week, or it'll be. It's quite hard to just have like a. It's almost like West Marches where you just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we were like, it would be nice if you had like memories that you unlocked over the course of this, so that it ties into a slight overarching narrative, because it's quite hard to do an overarching narrative in something like this, especially when we knew there was going to be like weird shit like loot boxes happening and stuff. And and at this point as well, I hadn't even thought of having a Lancelot. I didn't think about having a villain until like it was one of the last things I thought about, and I was like, oh, that kind of ties it together as well. But having an overarching narrative through the characters, your characters, rather than my bullshit that I'm writing, because normally that's the way it goes, right? You're the GM and you're like, this is what's happening, and everyone else is on the adventure. But actually we're kind of on the adventure from you guys, and finding out where you came from and who you really were before all of this, and what your stories were before this, I think is very fun.
Awesome.
And you get to piece that puzzle together every week. So hopefully everyone is enjoying that aspect, because I am. And I also don't, I know obviously a little more about your backstories, but I don't know what these memories are, the specifics of it. I'm actually your characters, where I kind of vaguely know who you are, but don't know the specifics of where you came from.
And then we get to reveal it to you too.
Yeah, so
it's fun.
I really enjoy those moments. I get to just sit here and listen, and just, when you're DMing and you get to listen to the players for a second, and you're just a
Maybe
viewer.
never
and you're like,
done that before.
yeah, never done that before. I just don't shut up.
Yeah. PB just starts the stream and then leaves and goes and makes cocoa.
Just
I get
that
up, I walk
giant
away.
tub of popcorn.
Yeah.
Just like,
Sitting, she presses start stream and then goes and sits on her own sofa and puts it on the TV
and watches it on the
and
TV.
just watches it with her feet. Oh God! All right, well, we're gonna get out of here. I will
Roll the
arrange.
credits now.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Because it's gonna take 20 mintes for the credits to roll.
Yeah.
I'm not fixing that, by the way. I did find out how to do it, but I'm just gonna leave it because it's funny. Yeah.
Right.
Unless does it make your life totally awful that it doesn't roll right away?
No, I mean, by this point,
Only if you ate licorice. By the way, it's still permeating my soul.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know how
and
you did that
smell
without
like
throwing
candle
up.
smells like it now.
Yeah, I still taste it and smell it, and it has that aura. Like it's like clinging to my body. It's so horrible. Why would
And a shower
anybody
won't
eat
even fix
this
it.
intentionally?
Mouthwash? Can you like brush your teeth and do some mouthwash? Yeah.
You know what? I just
Get it going.
I got some
You know what'll
lemons.
happen?
Like I'm gonna add
You're
some
gonna-
lemons.
you're gonna
to
go-
some
a whole
water.
lemon.
And it's gonna still smell like licorice.
That's what it is. That's what's
Yeah.
happening right now.
Yeah.
I wanna die.
Disgusting. All right.
You're welcome, chat.
Well,
Thank you, chat. We love you.
thank you, chat. We'll see you next week for more non-canon. Be
And
sure,
on Sunday for Deathless.
Be sure
I
to
love you.
tune.
Bye.
Be sure to tune in on Sunday for Deathless,
I just can't
Monday
keep
for
interrupting.
Gatewalkers, and Tuesday
we
for
got-
Cura.
A few big things coming up this week too.
And we've
So
got a
keep your
few
eyes out.
big things coming up this week too. So
mhm.
keep your eyes out. Join the Discord for announcements and to get involved in the community aspect of just chatting shit with each other. And follow us on all of the audio-based things, Spotify and Apple. Head over there, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.
Oh, God.